The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
We do Mondays at the end, separately.
Was the key moment, that save from Mignolet from Murray? Could have changed the game then?
Yeah, I mean, it could have changed the game. I mean, but for me, the biggest disappointment is that you stay in the game. They was always going to have more possession, but at 30 minutes we're still very much in the game. Had the best chance of the game, and then within 2 minutes we're 2-0 down, and that's what changes the game more than anything. And we concede very disappointingly. We concede from a corner, and then a minute later they counter-attack and get a second goal. And these are all the things that we spoke about before the game, that they were very, very aware of what Liverpool's strengths are, and at 2-0 down it becomes very, very difficult to get back in the game.
Are they the best team you faced this season?
Yes. But I mean, I'd also have to say that you've got to have a level of performance to have a chance in a game and to play well. And I think we added to it. I thought they were very good, and I thought gave us a harsh lesson today. But we were also well below the levels that we've been this season.
Chris, I think that might be the heaviest defeat at the Amex so far since the stadium opened. You had some great days here, obviously, but you just got to take this one on the chin, really, and move on.
Well, we'll have no choice to, but what we certainly have to be able to do is learn from it. If you play at the level we played at today and make the mistakes against a team of the quality of Liverpool, and they are, I think, offensively they are right up there with Manchester City because of the pace that they can attack, and what you've got to be very guarded against that, and that probably becomes the biggest priority in the game is making sure that you nullify the strengths that they've got and you get into good positions, and certainly even the third, I think it was the third goal. We've had arguably the best chance of the game through Glenn Murray, and less than a minute later they're at the other end scoring. So it's a harsh lesson today, and we certainly have to be able to learn from that.
What do you make of Coutinho's performance? He scored that great free kick and involved in 2 or 3 of the other goals.
He is what he is. I think if he's having a good day, then he's a world-class player. And this is a player that I think we are all aware of what was reported, in the last transfer window, and that's the reason. He's a world-class player.
You say almost as good as Manchester City. I mean, the problem is maybe they lack consistency, but what you genuinely they are at that level when they're at their best, aren't they?
Well, I think what you've got with Man City at the moment, the reason why Man City are top of the league is because I presume their all-round game, and Man City have also defensively, I think, improved, brought in top defenders, and that's the reason why they're at the top of the league. But certainly, if for any team, the biggest threat for any team that you're playing against is pace, and some teams do it in different ways. Arsenal are very creative, do it in different ways. Manchester United and so, but with the pace that these have and the energy that they break from midfield, it's on a bad day it's very difficult to do anything about.
Jurgen Klopp
give credit to Liverpool's analysts for spotting that Brighton players jump, the walls jump at free kicks, which is why Coutinho went under it. Is there anything you can do about that? I mean, it's a risk.
No, it doesn't take an analyst to figure that one out, and you make decisions. You know, there are three options. You know, you stand still, you stand on your toes, or you jump. And the moment that you don't jump, Coutinho whips one in the top corner, and a jump would have stopped that going in. So we've been actually quite good at that. I mean, if you look at our games this season, and because we have quite a big wall, we've limited the opportunities they have. But I think you've got to praise the player on that one. He's got great ability, and he's the type of player that can do that.
Even when you were 3-1 down, right, you could see that your team, you couldn't go all out to try and get another goal back because they're just so deadly on the break. Is that your feeling on it, or did you?
Well,
did you throw caution to the wind?
No, but you can't do it. A 3-1. What you want to do is you want to be in the game. You want to keep possession, and you want to give yourself chances. Hence, the reason why I put the two wide players on was not to go gung ho and give them more opportunities. Was to try and keep our shape. But just to bring on more energy to the team, and you might get another chance from that one, which brings it back to 3-2, and it might end up that way. But I think you've also got to look at the two goals that they score. Apart from the free kick, the pace and the quality of the I think it was the fourth one. When they're in a flow, you've got to be playing well enough and well enough organised at the time to cope with it, and we wasn't today.
Chris, you mentioned the lesson that you've had to face today. Is it more important about how you react to that as opposed to the actual performance itself today? Yeah,
yes, because what we know is it that can happen. We are not the only team of our level in this division that's been on the back of a big defeat this season. So, and there are some teams that have been on the back of 2 or 3. So it's a hard one at the moment, and it will be a tough week. But what you have to have is a response, and that I'm quite sure that I'll get from them.
Quick bit from Mondays.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.